Top of the morning, everyone. It is August 8th, Touchstones reading from a child of God and a recovering alcoholic addict. Let's have a moment of silence for those still out there in pain and suffering, please. Thank you. I got the blues thinking of the future. So I left off and made some marmalade. It's amazing how it cheers one up to shred oranges and scrub the floor. That's from D.H. Lawrence. Focusing on pain or having difficulties can put us in a rut, and we neglect the other things in our lives. A simple task like making marmalade can be a brief vacation. We change our thought patterns when we change activities. The simple action of doing something pleasant might inject a new feeling into our outlook. Sharing a problem with a friend may be all we need to see it more clearly or let it go. Moving from busy physical activity to a few moments of quiet contemplation creates an inner balance. A problem that seems overwhelming at night may be met with a new insight and new energy after a night's rest. We don't have to continue feeling like victims of circumstances or remain stuck with a nagging problem. Just like changing the subject of a conversation, we can change the subject of our attention for a time. When we do, we regain our sense of hope and change our responses. Today, I will give myself a break when I become caught or obsessed with a problem. I love this reading. I love them all. I remember when I was drinking and drugging, if I was faced with a problem, I'd just shove it away. I wouldn't face it head on. I wouldn't even look at it. Or I'd be the opposite. I'd want to hurry up and do it right away. And I'd always make a lot of bad decisions along the way. And I never did this, like, pause. I learned the word pause early on in sobriety. And I didn't realize what pause meant other than, like, pausing a cassette tape in an old school cassette player. Pause. Or pause the TV, I guess, these days. When I learned that, it was huge because it made me realize, you don't have to make the decision right away. I make smarter decisions when I do pause and I say, okay, what do I do? Maybe it made me angry, or maybe it made me happy. Okay, why? Oh, because that's not what I wanted. Well, I couldn't control it. There's a lot of things that go along with what that is, whatever is happening. Just ask questions, and then you don't have, or I don't have any more knee-jerk reactions where that's what I used to do, or I didn't do anything at all, like I said. So today, give yourself a break. So when you have a problem, or I guess what's another word for it? It don't even have to be a problem. It could be something that you just activity you want to do, or get something done. Sit with it for a second. Just like the reading said, you may go to sleep and come up with another answer, or you might just change the whole idea. That's what it's all about. No sense of getting all pissed off or all way excited, because it may not work out in the end the way you want it to. So give yourself a break, man. There's a lot of people, I believe, in this world that don't give themselves enough breaks in life, and I'm definitely one of them. I'm the hardest on myself, and I let people be hard on me. But I know, just give yourself a break. That's all. You know, don't get caught up in the instance. Don't let it run your life. Don't let it run, the moment, ruin the moment. Stay in the present and just chill. You know what I mean? And sit with it. Ask a friend. For me, I talk to people in AA. I pray to my higher power, whom I call Jesus Christ. And a lot of times I have this book, it gives words out and definitions on, what's going on in your life, like loneliness or happiness or situations. And it tells you the verse of the Bible to go to where God says what to do. So I go to the Bible a lot. And it helps because I know that I'm not in control. And every time I realize that, I said, oh, okay, it kind of solves 90% of the problems. And it's always me. So, yeah, this is a great reading. I'm going to give myself a break today. Try giving yourself one. I love you very much. I hope you have a safe and blessed day. Peace.